guys, so here we are at our character lesson. You're going to need to have 4 separate different characters made for your island. And on each one you need to do this, a character profile. And a character profile, this has basically, I'm only going to require you to do 3 views, but this one has 5 views. Okay, so what I'm going to require you to do is the rough one that you see down here at the bottom, right here. Okay, a character profile is a frontal, a angled, and a side view. A full character profile usually entails a back angle and a full back view. Okay, now the way, and then I want you to render a full version of the character. So I want you to have 3 views and then a full and then rendered version of the character. So you can put them on different layers like this if you want to. Now to set this up, you're going to design this character. You can trace if you want, so you can bring in stuff just like you did your avatar. You could go up here to the top, click on that little picture icon. Okay, up there with the plus sign has a little mountains and plus sign, and go to your photos and go bring in an image that you got into there from the internet. Okay, to set this up, you're going to be using your line tool. Okay, so I'm going to go to let's just turn all these off. When you're doing your character profile, you're going to go to your line tool and you're going to create, it's too big, a set of lines for the head, torso, have a steady hand when you make your lines, feet, okay, wherever you feel like you're going to need to lay out. Okay, and as you go and draw these characters, as you rough them out, okay, and then you do your side view, and then you do your angle view. Okay, and then you use the lines here to kind of keep everything all laid out as you draw your character profile. Now you got to do 4 of them. Each character needs to have a little bit of a synopsis written about them. They should all be separate on different layers, and then when you're ready to turn them in, the way that I want to see it is I want to see the finished character and then a small oops, I don't think I'm on the right way. And then a small character profile next to the finished character. Okay? And so you can lay them all out on the same page. Alright? One, two, three, 4. Okay, stack them. So you can kind of duplicate. I'll just duplicate this one. So this is pretend you have 4 separate ones that you did here. And I want you to turn it in and so you have to find the 3rd one. There we go. Just like this. Okay? So again, the only thing that I'm going to really show you here is just use the line tool Okay, and you need to have a fully rendered, let's save this. But here's a different one, like here's a quickie one that I did. Okay, there's an angle, little space alien guy. This is real rough. I didn't do like a finished version of it. But I want you to do a finished version of your character. So back view, an angled view, and a frontal view of your character. Okay, I'm going to stop recording now. So you'll turn this in. I want to see it all in the same file like this, so just one file, so you don't have to turn in 4 separate characters to me. I want to see all your characters and your character profiles designed onto one page like this, okay, rather than 4 separate ones. This is worth 300 points. I'll discuss the other details in class with you, but this is essentially your project. You want to do it just like you did the avatar. You can do it from scratch. You can do it from tracing. Of course, this one might be a little harder because if you choose to trace something, you're not going to have an angled view, and you're not going to have a side view. So it might be kind of hard for you to find the right things to trace. So this one's going to be more from scratch. And the way that I would do it, if I were you, is again, you lay out those lines and they'll keep you centered. Okay, I would put the lines on a separate layer though. So we'll go ahead and make a new layer above that one, and so that way when you make your lines and you're doing your character, you can always turn off the lines when you're ready to turn it in. Alright, and then when you rough out your characters, start like this. Just do some legs and arms. Use basic shapes, cylinders, squares, things like that to kind of design the face and the head. And then, like, let's say I want to fill this out a little bit nicer. I can then start kind of let's get off the line tool. I could then start kind of like, drawing in a better sketch. Okay. Give them more detail. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and then clean it up. Whoops, that's too big. Let's redo that a little bit. Okay, you get it? Alright, so, of course I'm not doing a cat, but that's how I want you to do your characters. Now this one could be a little challenging. I would use simple methods, simple characters for the rest of your island. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. Of course, if you trace some, like before for your avatar, let you trace just about anything, that's fine. But you're gonna have, like, if you wanted to do like I don't know, Master Chief from Halo, you're gonna find it hard to be able to do a character profile from him. So the best thing to do is start off with some basic shapes like this. Do your lines on a separate layer. That helps you line up the torso and stuff, and then do your character profiles. Even if you were, I'm going to turn everything off. Even after you do your basic shapes, okay, and you're still doing your character, you're going to find it a little bit hard to kind of rough out the same character in different angled views. That's why character design is a big deal in the industry. Okay, and this is your first experience doing that. So if you mess it up, it's okay. I just want to see that you follow the basic principles, and you can see that the lines will help you keep like torsos, tops of heads, eyeballs, feet all level, so that you won't end up with potentially, you know, a character with a head here and then a giant version and then sort of a weird, you know, version, and then they don't line up. Okay, so you want it to be like a mug shot, you know, when they show someone who's arrested in prison. Um, and the best way that you can do that is to set up these lines and then start drawing. And you know, you could put everything when you're ready and you're going to turn it in. Um, I gotta turn all this crap off now. Okay, turn it in like that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video now. All right, so get to work on that. It's a big lesson, Brandon points. I'll be talking more about it in class, and I'll see you there. Bye, guys.